You know, folks, addiction is a tough one. It's a battle fought on the inside, and sometimes you can feel so alone, so lost. You might be watching this thinking, this is me, I'm stuck. But let me tell you something, you are not alone. There's a way out, a path to recovery, and I'm here to tell you how to find it. We're going to walk you through 10 steps, 10 guideposts on your journey back to yourself, back to the life you deserve. Look, the first step is always the hardest. It's like looking in the mirror and facing the truth, the hard truth. Admitting that drugs have taken control, that they're calling the shots in your life. It's painful, I know, but it's the only way to start taking back the reins. This ain't about blame, it's about taking responsibility. You gotta own it to conquer it. And trust me, acknowledging the problem isn't surrendering, it's the starting bell of your fight. You're saying, okay, I see you, addiction, but I'm not letting you win. This ain't a sign of weakness, folks. It's a sign of strength. Asking for help, reaching out when you're drowning, that's courage. There are professionals out there, doctors, therapists, people who dedicate their lives to helping folks just like you. They've got the tools, the knowledge, the experience to guide you through this. Thinking you can go it alone, that's just the addiction talking. Remember, recovery is a team effort. Now therapy, it ain't about lying on a couch and talking about your feelings. It's about digging deep, understanding the why, the root of the problem. It's like untangling a knotted mess, finding the starting point so you can finally unravel it all. Cognitive behavioral therapy, motivational interviewing, these are just some of the tools in the toolbox. They can help you identify those negative thought patterns, those triggers that send you spiraling, and replace them with healthy coping mechanisms. You'd be surprised how powerful it is to be in a room full of people who get it, who've walked in your shoes. Narcotics Anonymous, Smart Recovery, these groups offer a lifeline. You're not alone in this fight, and hearing other people's stories, their struggles, their victories, it gives you hope. It reminds you that recovery is possible, one day at a time. Plus, you can learn from each other, share coping strategies, and build a support system that understands exactly what you're going through. This one's about identifying those landmines in your life, the people, places, and things that trigger your cravings. It might mean making tough choices, changing your routine, distancing yourself from certain friends or environments. Look, I know it sounds daunting, but remember, you're prioritizing your recovery. You're putting yourself first, and that's not selfish, it's essential. You gotta fill that void left by drugs with something positive, something life-affirming. Exercise, hobbies, spending time in nature, these are all powerful tools for recovery. They release endorphins, those feel-good chemicals that your brain craves, but this time you're getting them naturally. Plus, engaging in positive activities builds self-esteem, gives you a sense of accomplishment, and reminds you that life can be good, even great, without drugs. Now, medication-assisted treatment, it ain't a magic bullet, but for some folks, it can be a lifesaver, especially when it comes to opioid or alcohol addiction. It helps manage withdrawal symptoms, reduces cravings, and gives you a fighting chance to focus on the psychological aspects of recovery. But remember, this has to be done under the guidance of a healthcare professional. Surround yourself with people who believe in you, who love you unconditionally, even when you stumble. This journey's a lot easier when you have cheerleaders in your corner, people who pick you up when you fall, who celebrate your victories, big and small. They'll remind you of your strength, your resilience, and your worthiness of recovery. Recovery isn't a sprint, it's a marathon. There will be good days and bad days, moments when you feel like you can conquer the world and moments when you just want to crawl back into bed and hide. But that's okay, it's part of the process. The important thing is to keep going one step at a time. Don't beat yourself up over slip-ups, learn from them. Remember why you started this journey, why you're fighting so hard. Even when you've come so far, those triggers can still be lurking around the corner. That's why it's crucial to have a plan in place, to know your warning signs, and to have coping mechanisms ready to go. Avoid those high-risk situations, stay connected with your support system, and remember that asking for help is a sign of strength, not weakness. Recovery is an ongoing journey, and staying vigilant is key to maintaining your hard-won freedom. You've heard me say it before, and I'll say it again. Addiction doesn't have to be your story's ending. You have the power to write a new chapter, a chapter filled with hope, healing, and second chances. It takes courage, it takes commitment, but most importantly, it takes believing in yourself, in your ability to overcome. Recovery is within your reach, and I have no doubt that you have the strength to grab hold of it and never let go.